Okay, understand. Yeah.
What, the fish?
That's my fish!
The Big Con!
The GRIFT of the Year edition is animated 90s cross-country pickpocket adventure.
The story is you play Allie, who is a 17-year-old American girl whose mother owns a video rental store. Everything's great until she realizes her mother got in a bit too deep with some loan sharks. So she sets off on a train journey across America to make everything right again.
And what's the easiest way to get money?
Steal everything!
Yeah, you can actually pickpocket almost every character in the game. You just go behind them and there's like this small mini game that will let you pickpocket them. But you can be spying on them in order to solve some quests, because maybe you need some information or you need some item, steal them from them in order to continue and steal more money.
And on this con across America journey, you're traveling by train through a lot of different regions, and they're quite diverse. You really feel like you're traveling through different districts of the US. You have options of some side quests, or in this game, side cons, to know who you want to talk to, how you're going to try to get money away from them, and along the way, of course, pickpocketing everyone that you can meet. For each area, it's pretty clear when you have completely flushed out all the cash and when it's time to move on to the next region, ultimately arriving at Las Vegas for the Big Con.
And the game has a lot of dialogues. There are options in those dialogues, but unfortunately it is not voiced. But the game will take you only about 4 to 5 hours, 8 if you want to complete all the achievements.
And regardless of which platform you get it from, it seems like you will always be getting GRIFT of the Year edition. You can't get the base edition anymore. This just includes some artwork, the soundtrack, and some DLCs that were free before. It's just now all gathered into one bundle.
But the question is,
should you steal it? No, well, you shouldn't steal it because
you don't have to.
It's going to be completely free from the Epic Game Store for 1 week starting April 18th, 2024. Just add it to your library during that week. Keep it there forever. And whenever you want a pickpocketing adventure across Middle America, well, there it is. And that is what we do on this channel. We play and review every free weekly game from the Epic Game Store. So if you subscribe, you will never have to steal any game ever again.
This might be a surprise for some of you, but as you might know from my accent, I'm not American, so I haven't lived in that area. It doesn't talk to me. Some of the slang I don't understand. So as a game, it reminds me a little bit as a older Flash-like games when you had 2D characters that you would replace a lot with similar characters. Some of them has just different colors, so even though there's a lot of other characters, they kind of feel similar. And the pickpocket part is not very difficult.
Yeah.
And you just there's no crouching behind them. You just get behind the character, press a button, that's it. So
there's no risk.
Yeah, there's not much in there. I guess you would play it only for the story, which doesn't attract me. So if you're not American, I think no, you don't have to play it.
Well, let me stop you there, because I am American and was actually a teenager during the 90s in America.
Also stealing?
Actually, no. This part I can't really relate to. Although I like stealing in games, but as you said, this game does not make stealing fun. The pickpocketing, there's no risk. There's really not even any skill needed. And the cons are not some complicated, mental puzzle. It's often very straightforward. If you eavesdrop, you find one thing that they want and then you get it for them and use that to get money away from them. It's all very straightforward. But what I should be able to relate to is the theme of the 90s and the story and all of the slang and things. And yeah, I get it, but I'm not nostalgic for this era really at all. I think you're going to have to be nostalgic for 90s cartoons and Americana and all of this to really enjoy this game, because it's very heavy-handed with it. It's not badly done, it's not badly written, it's just not very entertaining and didn't really grab me. So the fact that the mechanics kind of take the game out of the game and the story doesn't really pay off for me, there's not any particular twist or anything surprising that keeps you engaged and pulls you in, It's not bad. It's casual. It's a bit pleasant, but there's nothing really special about it. I think it's an easy no for me for the free game this week.
But I would like to recommend you another short game called actually A Short High, which is, do you remember?
Yeah, that makes sense. Of no stealing in that game, but it is like casual, light, and about having these conversations
and
with
charming. It might actually steal your heart. So
there it is. Yeah, there it is. So check out that review next.